All of you switch on the videos. Just revise the previous topics. All of you switch on the videos. Nestle, Rahul, Anir, Sayuja, Alan, Thompson. Good afternoon, children. Kevin.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Okay. Anish. Anish, switch on the video. Anish, Tushar, switch on the video. Okay, all of you switch on the video. Omar, switch on the video. What happened after the first class, Omar? Omar, are you there? Okay, Kevin. Which are the different logical operators?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question, please?
Logical operators.
Ma'am, addition, subtraction.
Is it logical operator?
Oh, ma'am, or not.
Or?
Or and not.
Only or and not?
And.
And is there. Isn't it, Kevin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then what is or, Kevin?
Or is if any of the if any of
Any
the
of the
answers,
operand.
yeah, if any of the operand has true, the answer will be true.
Okay. If any of the operand is true, the result is true. Okay. Then Sarah, what is not and operator?
Not is a what was that? If any of the if both operand are true,
If both operand, the case of not. Sarah, not is a unary operator or binary operator?
in unary.
Okay. Then, why it is both operands? Unary
Or
means
it then it will be straight opposite.
it will just opposite. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Alan Joshi, give
Yes,
an
ma'am.
example for not operator.
Not
All of you switch on the video. All of you switch on the video. Omar, Abarna, Anish, Alan Thomas, Irene, Sanam, Abhijit, Tushar, all of you switch on the video. Anish, Basuri, Omar, Alan Thomas, Alan Verghese.
Ma'am, I have net problem.
Okay,
It's lagging.
okay. Alan Verghese, Anish Salian, Alan Thomas, Tushar. Okay. Come on fast. Alan Verghese, Alan Thomas, Alan Verghese. Am I audible, Alan? Okay. Irene, give one example for not operator. Irene. Alan Joshi.
I'm not true.
Not true. What is the result of not true, Alan?
False.
It is false, correct. So, not operator is used for just reversing the operand value. If the operand value is true, the result is false. If it is false, the result is true. Okay. Then, Rahul, what is AND operator?
Ma'am, it may be true and false.
What, Rahul?
Ma'am, the operand will be true and false.
If two operands,
Maybe true or false.
true or false? Speak louder. Alan Thomas,
Yes, ma'am.
what is AND operator?
Ma'am, if both operands are true, the result is true.
Okay. If both operands are true, then the result is true. Okay, that means Anish, give an example for and.
Ma'am,
Give an example for and.
10 greater than 8 and 8 less than 60.
Okay, then what is the answer?
True.
True. That is, if both the operands are true, then only the output is true. If any of the operand is false, it is just like multiplication. So if any of the operand is false, the output is also false. Then, Sanjana, what about membership operators?
Ma'am, I don't know. I was not the last class.
Okay. Basuri?
For checking whether a particular character exists in a given string.
It's not clear, Basuri.
For checking whether a particular characteristic exists in given string or not.
Okay, Sahan,
Yes, ma'am.
what is membership operators?
For checking whether a particular character exists in the given string or not.
Give an example.
Two types are there, in and not in.
Switch on the video.
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute.
Okay.
Not in and not in. So one word, character.
One character.
Okay, one character. Okay, example, right? Example,
Yes,
right?
example.
Okay, the word is character, and then check whether ch is present in that character.
Okay.
And then true, it's true, and no, not.
The result is true.
It's true.
In, it
and
is
not
true.
in, it's false.
Correct, Sahan. Good. So, in membership operators, there are mainly two membership operators: in operator and not in operator. Membership operators are mainly used for checking if a particular substring means a single character or more than one character, if it is present in a string. If a particular character or set of character is present in a string, that is membership operator. There are two types of membership operator: in operator and not in operator. Then the case of in operator, Basuri, not Basuri, Abhilash,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the output of this H in world?
False.
False. It is false because H is not in world. This is the substring, and in operator will check if this H is present in this string world. This H is not in this world, so the result is false. Okay. Then, yes. Who is this? Okay. So, another one it is R. Sayuja, what is the result? R in world.
False.
It is false. Why? One R is there, no?
Capital.
Yes. Here we are using one R is there, but in this string the R is a small letter. But we are checking if a capital letter R is present in this word. Okay? So capital letter R is not in this word, in this string, so the result is false. Okay? Then Abhijit, what is the result of this statement? Switch on the video. RL. What happened, Abhijit?
I have no idea.
Why? I'm just explaining now.
Ma'am, I just came right now. No
Okay.
context.
Aparna, what is the output?
True, ma'am.
True. Because this RL is present in this string. RL is there. So the result is true. Thompson, then what is the output of RL not in world?
It's false.
It's false because RL is not in world. RL is not present in this string. It's present in this string. We are checking if it is not in world. Okay. RL is in this string. So the result is Thompson, then
False.
false. RL not in world. RL is present in that string, so the result is false. Okay. If it is Tushar, what is the result?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the result?
What? Okay, it's false.
It's false. Or not in world.
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
OR, it is capital letter OR, not in
Okay.
world.
It's true.
It's true. Why?
Because it's in capital letter, the other one is in small letters.
Yes, correct. OR, here we are using capital letter. That capital letter OR is not present in this string. Okay. So it is not in world. So it is true. Is it clear, this membership operator? Any doubt regarding the membership operator?
No.
No. Okay. So the next operator is identity operators. Identity operators. Identity operators. Identity operators are used for comparing two objects or two values. That is for comparing two variables or two objects. If both the objects are pointing to a same memory location, it will result a true value. We can write the definition after explaining. We can write the definition, correct definition. So identity operators, there are mainly two identity operator, is operator and is not operator. There are two identity operators, is operator and is not operator. Okay, write the definition of identity operators. These are used to compare the objects. These are used to compare the objects. If both the operands are actually, the same object, and share the same memory location.
Ma'am, can you repeat it once more?
Identity operators are used to compare the objects if both the operands are if both the operands are actually the same objects, and share same object and share the same memory location. Share same memory location. Okay, so identity operators are used for comparing two objects. Comparing two objects. I will just write one example. P is equal to 100 and Q is equal to P. Okay. So there are mainly two identity operators, that is is and is not. Is and is not. Identity operators are used for comparing two objects. If these two objects are pointing to a same memory location, the result of is true. Just like a pet name. Some of you have official name, at the same time you have pet name also. Okay. These two names are pointing to a same person. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Is checking if two names are pointing to a same memory location. Okay. If two variables or two objects are pointing to a same memory location or pointing to a same value, then the result of is operator is true. Okay. I will write with I will explain with an example. P is equal to 100 and Q is equal to P.
Yes? Can you repeat the definition?
Yes. Identity operators are operators that are pointing to same memory location. Two variables or two objects that are pointing to same memory location. Two objects that are pointing to same memory location. It is known as identity operators. So if two objects are pointing to same memory location, the result of this is operator is true. Otherwise it is false. Just opposite, it is not. Okay. So here P is equal to 100. The meaning of P is equal to 100. What is the meaning of P is equal to 100, Anjana? No idea. Okay. I will explain. If you are giving one value with one variable, the meaning of this operator, this name of this operator is assignment operator. Assignment operator. This is not equal to, it is assignment operator. So the meaning of this statement is 100 is assigned to P. Okay, 100 is assigned to P. So in memory, this is the memory. Each value have its own memory address, starting from 0 to according to our memory size. Okay. So every value stored in a particular memory location. So this is the memory area for 100. And I am giving the name P for this address. I think the address of this, it is 10,102. This is the address of this value. I am just giving one value for address. Okay. So 100 is the value. And the name of this value, it is P. Okay, that is the meaning of P is equal to 100 means 100 is assigned to P. So after executing this statement, the value of P it is 100. Is it clear, Anjana? No. P is equal to 100 means 100 is assigned to P. Means after executing this statement, the value of P becomes 100. Okay. After this statement, if I give a statement like this, print P, what is the output? What is the content of P? It is 100. So this 100 is displayed. Okay. That is the meaning. So 100 is assigned to P. In memory, the representation is just like this. 100 is there and the name of this location, it is P. That is the meaning. Okay. Then another statement, the second statement, it is Q is equal to P. Means we are using two variable names here. Here we are using one object name or one identifier name and one integer value. Okay. So the meaning is 100 is assigned to P. But here we are using two object name or two identifier name. The meaning is Q is the duplicate name for P. If you are using two identifiers with assignment operator, the meaning is Q is the duplicate name for P. Okay. So 100 is represented using another name, it is Q. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first one, we are using one integer value with assignment operator. All of you switch on the videos. Then only I can start the class. Okay. All of you switch on the video. Alan Thomas, Abhijit. Okay. So P is equal to 100 means here with assignment operator equal to, we are using one integer value. So the meaning is 100 is assigned to P. That is the meaning. But in the case of second statement, we are using two identifier name with assignment operator. The meaning of this statement is Q is the first one is the duplicate name for P. Just like a pet name. P is the official name, Q is the pet name. But we are pointing to the same value 100. Okay. P is pointing to 100. At the same way, we are giving a pet name for P, it is Q. It is also pointing to 100. Is it clear, Sayujya? Is it clear? Nestle? Naveen Joby, switch on the video. Abhijit? Abhijit? Abhijit, switch on the video. Okay. Explain the first and second statement, Abhijit.
What is the question?
What is the meaning of P is equal to 100? Yes.
P means print.
P means print. How many times I explained?
My net is slow, ma'am.
Okay. Amal? What is the meaning of P is equal to 100? Rahul? Krishnanundi, what is the meaning of P is equal to 100?
Like we are giving 100 short form, like P. If we click P, like it comes 100.
Yes, correct. P is equal to 100 means 100 is assigned to P. After executing P is equal to 100, the value of P becomes 100. Then the meaning of Q is equal to P is we are giving a duplicate name for P. Q is equal to P. Here we are using two identifier with this assignment operator. We are using two identifier. Here we are using one integer value and one identifier. So the meaning is the value is assigned to P. But here we are using two identifiers along with this equal to symbol or assignment operator. So the meaning is Q is the duplicate name for P. That means Q and P are pointing to the same value, 100. Okay. Now my question is Q is P. What is is? Is means it will check if two operands are pointing to the same memory location. It will check if Q and P are pointing to the same memory location. Is it true or false, Irene? Irene, what is the result? Q is P. You understand the question? No? Okay. Alan Thomas?
No, false.
It's not clear, Alan. It's not Alan. Anjana, what is the answer of Q is P?
True.
True, correct. Q is P means if Q and P is pointing to a same value or same memory location, then the result is true. Here Q and P are pointing to same memory location or pointing to same value 100, so the result is true. Is it clear? So identity operators, the first identity operator is is. Is used for comparing two objects. That is, if two objects are pointing to same memory location, it will result a true value. Otherwise, it will result a false value. Okay. Then after that I am writing R is equal to 500. R is equal to 500. Then R is P. What is the result, Irene?
False.
False, correct. Because R is equal to 500 means we are assigning this 500 in other location, other memory location. And we are giving the name R here. So P is pointing to 100 with one memory location and R is pointing to 500 with some other memory location. So R is not equal to P. R is pointing to one memory and P is pointing to another memory. So it is not true. The result is false. Then what about Q is R? Kevin?
Ma'am, false.
Q is R is also false because Q is pointing to 1010 So that is operator. We'll give another example. X is equal to 132 and y is equal to x, and x is not y, x is y, u is equal to, write the question, okay, u is equal to 250, u is not x, u is x, y is x. Okay. Omar, read the first answer.
X is equal to 132.
X is not y. What is the answer?
Y is equal to X.
What is the answer for this question? X is not y. What is the answer, Omar?
I don't know, ma'am.
What is the meaning of this first two statement, Omar?
I don't know, ma'am.
You just try.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Eh?
No.
You don't know. Basuri? Basuri? Nestle? Nestle? What happened to all of you? Rahul Ramesh?
False.
It is false. Correct answer, Rahul. Abhilash, you explain this first statement with these two statements.
Okay, so it's already given that x is equal to 132, and then the second statement says y is equal to x, meaning both the value of x and y is 132.
Yes.
So, and the third statement says that x is not equal is not y, which is not true, and so it's false because x is y.
Okay, okay. Correct. So x is equal to 132 means we are assigning 132 to x. Okay. All of you listen carefully. 132 is assigned to x. That is the name of this 132, it is x. And the next step, y is equal to x, means we are giving one more name for this x. So we call 132 with x, with the name x. At the same time, other name for 132 it is y. Okay, that is y is equal to x. Means we are giving a duplicate name y for x. Okay. After that, I am checking x is not y. It is not is, x is not y. The meaning is x and y are not pointing to a same memory location. X is y means x and y are pointing to same memory location. Here the question is x is not y, means x and y are not pointing to a same location, but here it is false because x and y are pointing to same memory location. Here the question is x is not y. The meaning of x is not y means x and y are not pointing to same memory location. But here x and y are pointing to same memory location. So the answer is false. Is it clear, Amal?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then Abhijit, what about the next statement? X is y. You want to check?
Ma'am, you mean true or false?
Yes, yes, true or false.
I think it's true.
Yes, correct, true. Because x and y are pointing to same memory location. This is for checking if x and y are pointing to same memory location. Here, x and y are pointing to same memory location. So the result is true. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Then, Alan Thomas. What about the next statement? U is equal to 250. It's not clear, Alan. Okay, Nestle, switch on the video. So all of you just go through this statement and write the output as homework, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is it completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay.